What's going on, everybody? We finally got the band back together, and the entire RCC crew ended up at Busco this weekend. That was me, John, Matt, Danny, and Chris. All of us out there at Busco just cutting up, having a good time. Got a lot of good footage, some of it not so good. Some stuff got broke. But if you go to Busco and you don't break something, I mean, did you really go? That being said, if there's anything constant at Busco Beach, it's that if there's a mud hole, Larry is going to find it. After we got him pulled out, it was time to go to one of my favorite places at Busco Beach, the drag strip. Once we got a few passes in, we figured it was time to run back to camp and get some dinner.
Yeah, that should be fine.
After dinner, we figured we'd end up working on double barrel. Because if you go to Busco Beach and you don't break something or work on something, you really didn't try hard enough. So a few weeks ago, our chairman of Western Affairs, Matt, got a Kayo T2. It's a Chinese-made dirt bike. 223 cc's with a 5-speed manual trans. And to be totally honest with you, it's a Chinese-made dirt bike. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. This thing proved me wrong right off the bat. We took it out on this night ride, and it just handled everything that I threw at it. This was the easiest, most sturdy dirt bike I've ever ridden in my life. Super fun to ride, you could just whip it anywhere. It was lightweight, and it handled the terrain. And trust me, it handled it, because we beat the crap out of this bike all weekend with no issues. So, if you're in the market for a new dirt bike, at least think about the Kayo T2. If you get the chance to do an overnighter at Busco Beach, you have to go to the drag strip at night. Something about it just changes the entire game. To me, it seems like it's more fun. Don't get me wrong, any time at the drag strip is a good time. But the night drags at Busco Beach are an absolute blast. If you're not having fun at the night drags, just go home. Of course, I had to make sure we got Larry out on the drag strip at least once. Alright, back to camp so we can do it all again tomorrow. The next day. On our last last day at Busco Beach, we decided, what's the one thing we haven't done all weekend? That's right. We're gonna go stunt stuff. We're gonna jump stuff, possibly break stuff, but we're gonna have fun the whole time. Alright, so a quick little cut on this one. John has been looking for a Trailmaster for probably a year and a half, 2 years now, and he had finally found one. And well, maybe John sent it just a little bit too hard. A little bit.
Jesus, boy!
Fun that hurt. Alright, man? Yeah, I'm gonna shot right there.
Holy shit!
I hope somebody got that shit on camera.
He did.
He's got his quad out still, too. I'm gonna grab my four-wheeler. Yeah, we'll wait right here for you, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's where he landed.
Damn.
Yep. So that's a good.
That's where he landed, because he landed with the brakes on. I saw it slide, and then he got back on it.
He probably crammed the brakes when the handlebars gave out.
Dude, where he launched,
3 feet on the inside of that.
he came off right here. He never even touched that. He just went from there.
It's about 25 feet he jumped.
Holy fuck! Head on the side, dude. There's a foot peg right there. Oh, did he break it off and throw it away?
This is how we roll right here.
Right? Yeah, that's it. That's John's foot peg.
Great.
Oh, shit, dude.
Right. Yeah. I don't have a good bruise.
That's like a perfect bolt outline. Pull that up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm gonna have a
Look at
good
that bolt.
Jesus.
Nice.
Oh. And as an update on John, he's a little bruised up, hurt his ego a little bit, but he's fine.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul.
Alright, here we go. Another review on another toy that Matt brought with him from Ohio. This is actually a Fang Predator FX400, 311cc 4-stroke engine, 20.4 horsepower, a CVT transmission, and it's shaft drive. It's basically a Razor copy, but riding around in it and even getting to drive it a little bit, this thing does not feel like a copy. It has everything you could possibly want: turn signals, tail lights, disc brakes, 4-link rear suspension, double A-arm front suspension, and this thing goes anywhere. It don't go anywhere fast. I think it tops out at around 46, 47 miles an hour, but it is a ball to drive this thing.
Go drive it. Go drive it.
You want to drive it? You damn right. Again, with this being a Chinese copy, I wasn't expecting too much. And again, I was proven wrong. This thing, other than a little bit of body roll, handled like a champion, and it took a beating the whole time without any complaints. I think Matt had an issue with the voltage regulator taking a dump at one point, but just a quick run to the auto parts store fixed that problem. So, other than that, she's solid, and we're not easy on anything.
Fun? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Do you know you want to do that shot?
I kind of do.
Yep. Get in.
Alright, y'all. Gonna do a little walk around and damage report. Voltage regulator on Danny's Warrior took a dump, so it wouldn't charge the battery anymore. The Kayo is a champion. This thing held up pretty solid, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course, John Sportsman just stays bulletproof. Stays clean too. I don't understand how he does it. Let's see. John's trying to hide the Trail Master.
I got pants. I got pants marks. A broken tank.
Broke the tank. Bent the crap out of the handlebars. Just spun them inside the clamps.
Yeah, I got bolt marks on the center of my chest.
Bent that foot peg and broke the other one completely off. So good times. And what was the brake rod on the Carter?
Completely off.
Broke completely off. So I don't even think you got out of the campsite with this one, did you?
No.
Oof.
Sure did.
Let's see. The Gambler bike, as always. She was solid. She got rode hard. I even jumped her today. Got that on camera. That was awesome. The 420, I really didn't ride it much just because it was a handful in that mud. I knew I wouldn't really be able to keep it upright. It's not built for these conditions. You can call me a wuss if you want to. I'll accept that. This one right here was the most aggravating because I was so excited. I got the gas tanks mounted, got both the motors in, and had everything lined up, right? Took it out across the field over here and rumped it one good time, and it bent both motor plates and through the chains. So me and Matt tore it back down, put it back together, you know, gusseted it under the plates and everything, and took it out again. You know, just cutting up a little bit, romped it one good time, and this hub run completely off. I mean, completely off. You can see it down in there, right here. That gap ain't supposed to be there. When you pick it up, the whole wheel just wallers. So, I've got more hubs, but I don't have them here, so they're not doing me any good. Other than that, everything was ready to rock on it, and it was doing good for about 30 seconds, so. You got any last words for everybody? Before everybody cuts out of here?
Stay safe, social distance. Just for me, though.
Get after it. Yeah.